Welcome to Booked! We hope you had a great Happy New Year and holiday and Christmas and anything that you celebrate. Yeah. We have been away.
If you have not noticed.
Yeah. We have a couple of episodes that we need to put out. So, But this one is kind of different. We are going to be doing our best of 2024 reads. And Lily is going to explain how it works.
Yes. So essentially we're doing a 12-seed bracket, basketball style for the most part. Go sports. So we're actually going to go through our reads for each month, pick our favorite read of the month, and then after we have that, then we're going to do bracket style to find out our favorite book of 2024. Doing the math, it's kind of crazy to think that Kayla and I together read 45 books. So this might turn out to be a 2-hour long episode. We'll find out.
We read a lot of books.
We read a lot of books.
How many books did you read by yourself?
65 total.
Okay. I did 74 total.
Yeah.
I speed read a book on...
Did you get it to 70? So you didn't
No, I didn't get it. I didn't get to 75. No. Nope.
It's okay. 74 is still a
good number. 74 is pretty good.
Yeah.
And you upped yours to 75?
Yeah, I upped mine. So 2025 goal is 75. So
mine's 100.
I don't... good luck.
We'll get there.
Well, yeah.
I have faith.
We're on a good path for right now, I think, already.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's jump in.
Yeah.
January. So in January, we read 4 books. Yeah. Here they are.
They will be here.
They will be.
They're going to be here right now. Okay. So, favorite of those that we read in that month, I think. So, I'm just going to show my screen. I think we'll just show our screen at the same time on our favorite read for that month. Let me just look through. Okay, yeah.
I've got it.
Okay.
Ready? 3?
Oh, no, I'm not ready. Okay, yeah. 3, 2, 1. Okay, yeah. That was an easy month.
Yeah.
That was an easy month.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. In that month, we also read the 3rd book from
Crescent
City. And I was disappointed.
Yeah, it wasn't what it needed to be. It was still okay, but it wasn't better than The Ashes and the Star Curse King.
No, it wasn't.
That's book 2 of the Crowns of Nyaxia book
which I loved those. And I think every series is a little bit, or every episode, or every book is a duet. So there's like 2 following the same couple.
Yes, as we've learned.
Yes.
Yeah, with the book 3 that we read, which you'll see soon.
Yep.
Yeah, with Rain and Oriah. So we follow them after book 1, when book 1 ends on a crazy cliffhanger.
The books are so good though. Like,
they're pretty good.
Trials, tribulations. It's got like a little bit of what's the movie I'm thinking of? Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Style, but with vampires.
Yeah. So hotter. Yeah.
Way hotter.
With blood. So
yeah. So that was, hey, I mean,
yeah.
I'm not really surprised.
No, I'm not. Okay, wait, let me pull it over into our bracket for January. Okay. On to February. We actually only read 2 books. I'm realizing we go through phases of how many books we read each month.
Yeah.
As you'll see, come a month, we read, I don't understand how we were not doing anything besides reading, honestly. It felt like probably for the month of April. But,
yeah.
Okay, so we actually read both of the Shepherd King series books by Rachel Gillig in February. So let me pull up.
Okay.
So essentially we're picking between those 2 of what our favorite was. Oh. I think I liked both of them.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm nervous.
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
really? I liked this one more because you get more of the nightmare in it, I feel like.
I was so torn between the 2 that I'm okay with. Let's go to Twisted Crowns.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
I just like that you get, I just like the nightmare and Elspeth back and forth in the second book.
I feel like there's more of a friend. They have more of a friendship.
Yeah, they like start to understand each other a bit more.
Yeah,
almost like
I should have picked that one. I honestly, I feel like I was thinking that you were gonna pick this one, so I was like, I'll just pick this one too.
Oh yeah,
and that didn't happen.
I kind of thought you would pick this one.
Because I probably was gonna pick. Because I really liked Elm and like we get more.
Yep.
We get like another. Essentially, we have two love interests, two different stories happening in the same book, almost kind of.
Is it Ione, Iona?
Ione or Iona and
Elms.
Which was loved that.
I loved them.
Fireplace scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
About that.
You know what? This book is good. If you have not read this duet,
you need
the magic system is amazing. The writing is breathtaking. Like it feels like you're walking through the woods with Elspeth.
Yeah.
And like the detail, great series. Highly recommend.
Highly recommend.
I ended up buying both of these books for my mom for Christmas.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So when she's done with Throne of Glass,
that's what she's gonna read.
Yep.
That's pretty much what we did.
Yeah.
We read Throne of Glass, and then we read all of Sarah J. Maas, and then we moved into One Dark Window.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was amazing.
I agree.
Okay. We add it to our bracket. There we go.
Oh.
Ooh, okay.
So we're moving
already thinking.
Oh gosh.
It's gonna get crazy.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
We're gonna figure it out. We'll get there.
Yeah.
There might be some battles. Because in March we read these 4 books.
Yeah. So we got Spark of the Everflame, Glow of the Everflame,
When the Moon Hatched.
And When the Moon. Those are the competitors.
Yeah.
And When the Moon Hatched.
We also read Butcher and Blackbird, but like
it's not a competitor.
No.
It was good. It was okay.
It's fine.
It was fine.
We are romantasy girls.
Yeah.
So When the Moon Hatched and Spark of the Everflame and Glow of the Everflame all being in the same month.
This is hard.
Okay.
Hold on. I need some time to think. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, Spark. You're introduced. This is Kindred's Curse Saga. You're introduced to the world. You see everything. Okay.
Are you ready?
Oh no.
Okay,
I'm ready now. 3,
2, 1.
There we go. Yeah.
I picked Spark because it's like the intro, and I remember this book's on Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah.
And so it's
not anymore. Okay, I don't think
it sounded great in like when you're reading about it on Goodreads, and I think we chose it not expecting it to be.
I don't know how we
anything like any. We
talk
about this book all the time.
Oh my god, yes.
We talk about this book all the time, and this book was so also kind of beautiful. Like it got us out of our kind of Throne of Glass, Sarah J. Maas slump. Yes. Even though we loved One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns, this series really kind of brought us back to life. I feel like
100%. I think because the order we did Butcher and Blackbird, and then we read When the Moon Hatched, which was good. I think I did give it a 4 stars overall.
Me too.
Like it was good, but it's long. It's really intriguing. And then you're right. Then we get into Spark. We're like, oh yeah, this is why we read these books. It was like one of those moments.
The slow burn.
Oh man.
Spark. Yeah, slow burn with Luther when he's like checking her for weapons when she comes into the castle.
Amazing. So because he did it because someone else was being a little too handsy. He's like, get away. I'll do it. Everyone needs a Luther in their life.
Honestly.
Beautiful.
Okay, well, there we go. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Glow.
Glow's really good.
I loved Glow.
Yeah.
But I think it's because it was the first one. Spark was our intro into it.
There's more slow burn.
Time.
Yeah. There's more like slow burn tension. Well, there's slow burn
tension. You're also like learning her magic, learning like what's going on with her.
Yeah.
Like what's the who is Luther? What's going on with his family?
Who's Henry?
Yep.
Yeah. And then the resistance people who are against
the war.
Yeah, the war. Yeah. So it was really just a good book all around, honestly. Very excited. Where's the next one? Please. We need it.
Honestly. Okay.
In April, we read, this is the month where I'm like, what did we do in April? We read 7 books in April. Don't know how. I think we read some shorties.
Yeah.
That's probably
I was going to say the Deadly and Divine series is short.
Yeah. These were the books we read. There you go. So we finished up with Heat of the Everflame. Honestly, I feel like contenders. This is going to be hard. So we've got Heat, And we've got the Flesh and Fire series, which we
by
really enjoyed.
Jennifer Armentrout. I loved that series.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I have an honorable mention from this month. I know what my favorite is, but I'm really torn.
Yeah, I'm nervous. Like, what are you gonna? So here's the thing: we haven't discussed our favorites for the month, so this is all like live reactions, if you will.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
you know what?
So
let's just go into it because.
Okay. Okay, I'm nervous.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
What did you pick? Okay, cool. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, again, like I mentioned, we have talked about the series for the whole year. We just always come back to it. We talk about Luther is Lily's book boyfriend.
100%. Like, there's no one.
There's no one else for her. She never just stumbles when a new one comes in. Where I'm like, nope, this is my boyfriend.
This one? Oh yeah.
This is the one.
This is the one.
And then the next, no, never mind. It's this one.
This one.
However,
add all of them together.
I'm going to show my honorable mention from this month because.
Oh wait, I'll show an honorable mention.
Okay.
Oh, which one? Okay. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Yay!
Yes. This one made me cry.
I remember you doing it when the person died.
Yep.
Yeah.
I cried. This one just wrecked me. So.
Yeah.
I do think about this. Series. I really love Nyktos.
Yes.
I do. I think about him a lot. Primal of Death.
My god. Show me.
Ugh. Get out of here.
Get out.
Honorable mention. Good honorable mention.
Definitely.
But no, Heat is so good. It ended. Yeah. I don't know how we get out of where we ended up.
No. Yeah. We're fucked. Oh, we're absolutely fucked.
I have no idea how we get out of it.
No clue. Whatever.
Horrible.
Yeah, so I'm really nervous about that. And the fact, I feel like Spark is one of those, like there's a few where I'm like, oh, I need to go back and reread to make sure I know like what's going on so I can understand the next book. I don't think we need that for Spark.
Remember it vividly.
Seriously.
Really and truly. It's like a Throne of Glass for me. Like I think about it a lot.
Oh yeah.
Okay. It's like, and maybe it was because we were just like so into it. Also, I feel like I really remember the books when we're like texting back and forth. Like, live chatting about it. Mm-hmm. The ones that we don't do that, I'm just like, oh yeah, like that's fine.
Yeah.
But the ones that we're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Luther!
Chapter 42! Absolutely insane.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh man.
Okay. Well, you know what? Good for us. We matched up on that one.
Yeah, I'm happy. Yay! We did a good job.
So in May, we read we read 6 books, but from the same series, Zodiac Academy.
Yes.
We have not finished this series. It's 11 books. Yeah. We have read 6 of them.
Yeah.
We needed a break.
Yeah, we kind of got in a slump with them. They tear me apart. The end of every single one, I'm like, what the fuck? Why can't anything go right?
I know.
Like, every single book, one thing goes right, and then 4 things go wrong. It feels like in every single one.
And I feel like there are some times when I go from, like, loving a character to absolutely hating a character to loving the character again, hating the character again.
Yeah.
And I just needed a break from that.
Yeah.
But I do have a favorite out of the 6 we read.
See, I feel like we read them so long ago that they've kind of blended together for me a little bit. I think
for some reason this one is my favorite. It's the only. No, actually, I think I have 2 that I gave 5 stars to.
Okay. But oh yeah, I should look. What did I give any 5 stars? Ooh, I give a lot of 4 stars on this one.
Well, yeah, because it's frustrating.
It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. And I think we got tired with the book we were on. We're like 60%. And we both were texting. We're like, I'm getting tired of this. We're like, okay, let's stop and read something else.
Honestly, what really happens is we got tired of Tori. Like, Tori started to drive us insane. She would she'd make some headway and like, oh yeah, she's healing her trauma. And then she just revert back to being like, stone cold bitch.
Yeah, and you mean Darcy? Wait, which one? Oh no, Tori. Tori, yeah.
Tori and Arius. Right. Yeah, but like Darcy, I feel like she's always pretty.
Yeah.
The same. Tori is infuriating.
Yeah, she goes through it though too.
Yeah.
She goes through it.
I mean, she does go through it, but she's still infuriating. I do have a favorite book though, and we can talk about it once we show.
Okay, I think I have one if I recall correctly. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Shadow Princess.
Yay! And the reason is because they get their moment with Fate.
Yeah.
Darius and Tori, and she turns him away. Yeah. And I remember I was bawling because I was like, how could you do that to him? I love Darius.
Yeah. After we read Spark, you're like, Luther, and then you're like, no, Darius.
Actually. I mean, really, I think it's probably Lance Orion is my favorite from this series, but something about Darius.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dragon ship. Hello? But
Lance all the boys are kind of hot.
Lance is a vampire.
And a teacher. Let's add that. Yeah, we had no idea we had a thing for like teacher-student vibes. We
got a professor kink.
Yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, I can do this. Yep. I've definitely noticed though, I'm very particular with the age gaps on those. Because I read, you didn't read it, but it was like a novella, and I was like, this girl's like 18, and this man is how old?
Like 38.
Like, yeah. That feels a little... Yeah. It feels a little too, like, freshly 18. I was like, I don't know if I like this.
Darcy's 19 and Lance is 29. So there's like a 10-year gap there.
I'm okay with that.
I'm fine with that too.
I'm okay with that.
My parents are 14 years apart. I can get down with it.
Yeah.
Clint's 8 years older than me. We're fine.
Come on. It's okay.
We're fine.
Yeah. Okay, wait. So, Zodiac Academy.
Shadow Princess. And that's the one where, you know, that's how Orion almost dies in that one. And like, because they have this plan, and Darius and Tori are supposed to go there and help them. Oh my god!
But then they got called by fate, so they couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And this is the one with the Halloween party where they're like, yeah, people get freaky on Halloween, and they were like, oh yeah, I remember this one. I remember, didn't Tori send Darius a photo in just like a shirt, and
her boots,
in boots, and Darius was like, what does this picture mean?
Yes. Yes. The tension between them in that one was really good, and then for them to have their moment and for Tori
to like I said, 2 things go right, 7 things go wrong. Like
I remember this book. It's the main one that I've given 5 stars to because of like the Halloween party, and it's also the book where like they're not all at each other's throats.
Yeah, things actually they're like starting to
working
together.
Friends. Yeah. And then it just gets shit on.
Yeah.
And then we ended on, what was the last one that we read?
It's still in my thing. Let's see. We're on number 7, Heartless Sky.
Oh, yeah. Because we read Fated Throne, and something crazy happens there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah. But Seth and Caleb are starting to become a thing. So I kind of want to read just for them. Like, I'm kind of into that.
I also really love Darcy and Lance.
Yeah. But they're together now. So that's the thing with books with me.
But he's a vampire. It's still hot.
It's still hot. He's also like shunned right now. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the reason why I pieced together the reason why we got tired of them was I just realized like the book doesn't move very fast. Like it felt like because you get there's so many different POVs that you get that it could be the span of 3 hours or like a day. And you get a POV from Darcy, and then Orion after, and then you get one from Seth from a different part in the same timeline, but just different.
And then, like, by the end, we started to get, like, a Geraldine chapter. And, like, which, don't get me wrong, I love Geraldine, but it just convolutes it.
Yeah.
Where, like, I love a multi-POV. Don't get me wrong. Yeah.
But it just felt like too much was happening in, like, a day.
Yeah. Where, like...
or, like, nothing was happening besides conversation. I don't know.
I think we compared it to Throne of Glass, where, like, that's multi-POV. But you don't feel like
it's moving along.
Yeah, it's moving quickly. Like each chapter, you're like,
we're on something.
Yeah, what just happened here?
No, it feels like we've read like 5-6 chapters and nothing's happened. Like it's the same day.
We've read 6 books out of it, and I can recall exactly what's going on, where we're at, and it's been like 1 semester.
Yeah,
that's what's crazy.
Yeah,
6 books in 1 semester.
There's some trauma there for Tori and Darcy for sure. No way you can go through like Nocticadia too. Dude, she's got some fucking
trauma. We'll get to that later.
We'll get to that.
But yeah,
Shadow Princess, best for the month of all the Zodiac Academy books we've read.
We probably need to finish it though.
No, we do.
I also hear that there's like another like spin-off series from Gabriel, which
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of people really like more than Zodiac Academy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd be interested.
Could be interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, moving into June.
Yeah, we read 2 books. See, again, we're going back and forth. Read 6 books and then 2. We're just busy people in the summer, which I guess makes sense. So June we read 2 books. A key. I think this one's pretty easy. There was one book we really did not like. We were like, this kind of sucks. And then another book where we both read separately, actually.
Yep. We didn't like talk about it.
We didn't talk about it. I think I just, yeah, okay. We'll just share it.
Ready?
Because I think we have the same one. Yeah. Yep. Abby Jimenez, Part of Your World.
Yeah.
I listened to the audiobook of this.
And I read it. I devoured it in like, I think a day.
I cried like a baby.
Okay, I did too.
Absolute baby.
I did too. Yeah. I was, for some reason, so like we read separate books too in June.
Yeah.
I read a lot of like romance books in June. Mm-hmm. Like Fine Print and I read Say You Swear. And then so when I saw that you had read this one, I was like, oh, I'm just going to try it because I'm like in a romance mood. Yeah.
Cried like a baby.
Right. Yeah.
I thought it was just because I was gardened and then I read it or listened to it.
No, it's emotional.
I felt like it wasn't just like a tear shed. I was like, I was like damn near sobbing. Oh. Yeah, because Part of Your World, the audiobook, they have voice actors, and there was a male for his lines and then a female for her lines, and it was just like watching a movie, man. It was amazing.
I love that.
But yeah, I sobbed.
I don't do audiobooks. I can't really focus on them ever.
Fair.
But I still cried. Like, I shed tears on this one.
Yeah, it was really good.
Mm-hmm. I just love in this thing, Daniel Grant, a ridiculously hot carpenter. Okay, I also love this book because she's older. There's like a thing going on with that. Like,
oh yes, she is older.
He's 10 years younger than her.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes. So
she is
there's
older.
Like there was this whole thing this year in like 2024 of like the older woman gets the younger guy. Because we had that movie with Anne Hathaway.
Oh, that was a good movie.
I know.
That was a good movie. Good. I did not expect it to be as good as it was.
Either. I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, Part of Your World, that's a good book. If you haven't read it and you like romance, it's good.
I read the entire series, so it's actually, Part of Your World is the like series actually. So the second book is Yours Truly.
I haven't read that one.
It was okay. It was alright. It has a trope I don't like, which I won't. It spoils the book. But I got to it. I was like, oh great, okay, awesome,
cool.
But then Just for the Summer was really good too. And they all are, from what like I've seen about the author, like you could read them alone, like standalones, but they make sense. Like together? If you wanted to read them together, it would make sense too.
Interesting.
Because like some of the romances in the next book.
I mean, I've got to get 100 books this year, so
hey,
yeah. And I read this book in a day, so
they're pretty quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. All right.
Wow, we've got an interesting Zodiac Academy versus Part of Your World. I feel like Part of Your World is going to be the only like romance book on this list.
Yeah.
Contemporary romance book.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. Okay.
Moving into July, we read 3 books in July, all by the same author.
Yeah, Danielle L. Jensen. So we read I think we read The Bridge Kingdom first, and then we read A Fate Inked in... Oh no, I think we read A Fate Inked in Blood first. And then we read The Bridge Kingdom.
Yeah, we really liked her writing, and then we read The Bridge Kingdom.
Yeah.
Beautiful covers, by the way.
Beautiful covers.
Love them.
I see them at the store. I'm like, yeah.
I know.
We'll talk.
We'll see them in Target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
I love them.
And I think The Bridge Kingdom, the old covers were like, man, woman, holding like
but the new
emotional crest, but the new ones are really cool. I love the new ones. Okay, I think this one's pretty easy. Let me pull it up.
3.
Oh, 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good.
Freya and Bjorn.
Yeah.
Bjorn is so hot. I also just really love like the kind of like Nordic.
The Nordic thing was cool.
Yeah.
This was our first like Nordic book, I think.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I just enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good book overall.
Yeah, I agree.
Shield Maiden, Blessed by the Gods. Yeah. Low.
She's a
badass.
The action was really good in it. I do think it like towards the end, like it definitely petered down. But I really enjoyed it. But I know, like, looking at the reviews, it gets a 3.9. I'm like, what are people saying that I'm not? I do think, like, the ending is like, oh,
the
well,
ending.
that sucks. Yeah.
It's the ending. And I think that was one of the reasons why I didn't choose the Bridge Kingdom series. It was just a little too slow. Like,
I think,
and almost predictable.
The Bridge Kingdom or the Traitor Queen? Both? Or?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
They weren't my favorite of the year. I don't really think about them, but I do kind of think back to Bjorn and Freya.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm realizing, I thought about this. I liked what this author, I think, does really well is like Ty gets you into it. Like, first chapter of A Fate Ancient Blood, I was like, oh, I can't stop reading.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's one of those books where I was like, oh, it's 1 a.m. Okay, I can read like one more chapter, maybe. Yeah. Okay, maybe one more. Like, she like pulls you in so fast from the beginning. Same with the Bridge Kingdom. That opening scene of the Bridge Kingdom.
Yeah.
So cool. Like, you're like, what's going on?
It just falls off at a certain point.
The Traitor Queen, I'm sorry. I feel like this is a hot take for us. Everyone loves the Bridge Kingdom series. Traitor Queen was not that good.
It took me, I mean, I think that's one of the reasons that I didn't read that much that month. It took me forever to finish.
It took us 3 weeks.
Yeah. And that never happens.
That never happens. At 2 weeks max. Unless it's a really long book, and then it might be 3 weeks.
But for the most part, we're pretty like devour something if we like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Traitor Queen was just not ideal. Bridge Kingdom was good, but I was like, yeah, there were some scenes where I was like, oh man. But the beginning was really good, really strong.
I feel like the Bridge Kingdom has so much potential.
Yeah.
Like, I like the concept of it.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
cool world too.
Yeah. You know, I love that she was being trained as an assassin. She's a badass. But yeah, something about it just doesn't stick with me.
No, I
agree.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. On to August. Again, we just devoured an entire series, the Legend of Thesmar series by Helen
Schuer? Yeah. Sorry if we messed it up. Sorry.
Helen Schuer. So we read the entire series. Wilder, Thea.
Oh,
Wilder was your boyfriend for a long time.
A long time. Once I met him, I was just like,
he's pretty fine.
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He reminds me. This is the series. I think it reminded me a lot of The Witcher.
Yeah.
Like Wilder and.
Yeah, he has like The Witcher's.
Yes.
Yeah, his little like.
100%.
Yeah.
In the build, that's the build I imagined.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, no, he definitely was my book boyfriend for a while.
Okay.
I do think about him as my book boyfriend still sometimes.
Yeah.
But I've got like 7 of them.
I did have a favorite of the series.
You did?
I did rate one higher than the others. And I'm curious if we're going to have the same one or not. I don't know, honestly. But I picked one because of, what happens, where we go. The ending kind of sucked, I won't lie, but
please hold.
Okay, just are you thinking?
I need to think about this.
I'll talk more about the series.
Okay, cool.
I think if you haven't read this already, I also have heard like it's a hit or miss. Some people really like it and some people really don't like it, which is fair.
Okay.
But give it a shot. I think it's good. There's more coming out. There's another one coming out, I think in 2025. I think in the spring. Could be wrong. But about the sister. So yeah, Thea has a sister. I can just hear you.
I know.
Like,
I'm sorry.
Oh, shit. Thea has a sister, Ren. So we're gonna kind of follow along with her story. But the side characters in this one were just so good. What was his name?
Kip.
Oh,
I love Kip.
I love Kip.
And no one believes him. Like he's always like, oh, this one time at this bar, what's
the Badger or whatever.
And they're like, yeah, right, Kip.
You've never been. They go to the Badger.
And he's
everyone
so
knows his
weak
name
too, like because they're all like training together.
Yeah, he's not very strong, but as we learn, he's more of
a general.
He's a general.
Yeah,
he's the strategy.
Yeah,
which is really cool to see him like become like a really important character or really important to like winning the wars or the fights. Yeah.
Agreed.
Very cool.
All right. Well, I pulled up, I think, my favorite book. I don't know. I kind of forget some of them.
Series. Yeah. No, I do. Because they all blend together. Like, oh wait, what happens in this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Ah! Okay.
Yay!
I feel like this is the one where we get more Kip.
I think
like,
so.
He's kind of throughout all of it, but I feel like this is when we get more Ren, we get more of Kip, we get more of who's the boy, the guy that the next book that's coming out.
Thor.
Is that his name?
It's Torg. Tor. It's probably
Tor.
Thor.
Yeah, whatever his name is. He's Thor.
T-Man.
Yeah, T-Man. But no, I feel like you kind of get like more like the found family style in this book, where like everyone has a part to play and you're learning what everyone's role is.
Yeah, and I think Shadow and Storms was like the fourth one. The beginning was weird.
Yeah.
Because the end of Fate of Furies, someone gets taken, and then the beginning of Shadow and Storms, they save them. But like the way they saved him, I was like, that seemed too easy. So how would you do that so fast?
I was between. Yeah, I felt like it was kind of rushed.
Yeah.
So I was between the third one and the first one.
Yeah.
Because I love when she goes to like his cabin for the first time.
Oh my god.
And like so he leaves her like tea. Ugh.
Yeah. And like
what a man.
And he had like the first one's like really good.
There's tension. Yeah, that's why
there's
it's so good.
There's a lot of tension in it.
And then they get together but
they're together for a little, and he's like, no, we can't do this. And then they get together again.
Yeah.
I love when those happen.
I know.
I would prefer like,
no, we can't.
And then they do it. And no, we can't. Versus them just being together forever.
Exactly.
I need some tension.
Exactly.
And Fate and Furies, the third book, I really liked the trials.
Yeah.
That happened in that one.
Yeah, where
really
she like
vivid.
Goes
like,
with
I felt like I could see her climbing the ice,
cutting off her arm or whatever. Yeah, we talked about that in chat. Like we were just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I remember. I think I was telling my boyfriend about this when we went on a hike, and I was hiking. I was like, I think I actually had a thought. I was like, if Fia can climb an ice thing, I can do this. Like I actually think I had that thought of like, I can do this. Like.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just be out in a walk and I'll like sit there and I'll be like, I kind of feel like running. I wonder if I could keep up with some of these people in these books that we.
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
No.
I'd have to train for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just really cool. First female. We learned that there were female storm shielders or whatever they're called. Something like that, but not since, Yeah.
Everything happened. Everything went down.
Yeah. Good series. Read it.
It is.
I
agree.
Oh, I gotta add it in. Okay. Oh, that's so fun. We agreed. I'm actually so like, I'm like, oh, yay.
I just remember that one being, you get a little bit of everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. You get more Kip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get, like even Ren comes in, you get some backstory as to like what's going on in the world. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The ending's crazy though. I can't remember the ending of which one. Oh, I think the ending of Fate and Furies actually is.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's a little
I think the ending of all of them is a little.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what the hell?
And then the fourth book just felt a little rushed. I think that's why I didn't pick that one.
Yeah, the fourth was like okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I agree.
And like they were. They were already together.
Yeah, exactly. That always happens. Just like it always happens. If they're already together, something crazy has to happen for me to like stay intrigued.
Honestly,
yeah,
we need
the tension.
Which is why I need the tension.
Which is why I feel like contemporary romance are good, but then once they're together, then like at that 60% point in the book, something happens, an X comes back into the picture, or
they're predictable.
They're predictable versus a villain coming and taking your male main character and putting them in a prison. I didn't expect that.
I always think it's so interesting because I think about this a lot. Like, everyone has theories and stuff on like ACOTAR and blah, blah, blah. And like, you know, everyone has like this theory that like Rhysand is like evil. And Tamlin's actually gonna like,
he's endgame.
Yeah, he's endgame
or something. Yeah.
And like, I'm just like, I don't want that to happen. I really don't, because I don't like tampon. But like, also at the same time, it'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It would make that kind of soft, cushy romantasy series, which is what I call ACOTAR now, a little bit more intriguing to me. If like there was like a true villain, like there's no high stakes in ACOTAR.
Yeah, like what? I can't even remember. Like I think everything's okay at the end of.
Oh yeah. Yeah, at the end.
At the end of Silver Flames. Yeah. Like everything's like happy ending. Yeah, there's no bad guys. Left, is there?
No. So, and then you start Crescent City, and you're just like, boom, in your face.
No, not even boom in your face. First like 2 chapters are like yawn, history.
And like by chapter 4,
you're like, I come home, everyone's dead. You're like, oh, what the fuck?
How did we get here?
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember being so happy, like, oh my god, Bryce is gonna go on a date with one of the wolf guys.
I
like,
know.
Yay. And then he's dead. And then she gets slandered for saying, I just fucked a guy in the bathroom. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I know. But anyways, that one felt more high stakes even than ACOTAR. And we all know Thornglass is high stakes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Agreed. Like that's a Game of Thrones. Make that into a TV series. ASAP.
I'm nervous though. What if they fuck it up? That's what I'm nervous about, if they like adapt it to movies.
You're right.
But I want them to try.
That'd
be great. Okay, September, right?
September. We read 1, 2, 3,
oh god,
4 books in September. Here they are.
This one's gonna be hard. I think there's 2. There's 2 that are going to be very hard.
I already know mine.
But see,
I already
okay, wait, hold on. Let me look. I'm gonna do some math. Okay, fine.
Okay, you know, just pick. Fine. Just pick. We don't need to match. It's fine. This is what this whole purpose is for.
True, but I already have a like compromise. But I'll just show my favorite.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah.
I loved the Fisher King.
Yeah.
I loved Kingfisher. I loved the tension when she's like literally trying to steal his little talisman.
Oh yeah.
And
it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It wasn't really what I was expecting either. Like we start and she's like stealing like the cuff or whatever.
Yeah. Cool. And, it's an interesting.
And then all of a sudden she's like in this
random new world of Fae.
Yeah.
That she didn't think actually existed.
And vampires randomly.
Yeah.
Like everything about it. I was just like, wait, what? Yeah. And like some people, if you read the reviews, are gonna tell you that it was trash because they were like, wait, whating. But
there are plot holes.
There are plot holes. Yes. 100%. But I am a sucker for going, wait, what? Because I feel like I'm very good at most of the time, like figuring it out early on. And this one I was just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And it kept me intrigued. And I really liked the ending.
Yeah, the ending's cool. It's going to be interesting what happens in the next book.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I enjoyed it. It was really good. I feel like it's a top contender to Rain. I just really enjoyed Rain.
I was gonna say, I knew you were gonna pick that one.
I know, but I'm definitely like, we should put Quicksilver on this list. Definitely. I think when we put one down, like Rain and Ruin was really good. I loved the romance. It was just very sweet and wholesome, and like I like the political like intrigue of it. It was just really, I really enjoyed it.
Other ones in the series that I like more than that one. So that was why I was just like,
I know. I was I can hold off until this. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Quicksilver is our winner for sure.
And that was for September. Okay.
Yeah. On to October, we read Storm and Shield. Again, we continued the Mages of the Wheel series by J.D. Evans and read Storm and Shield and Siren and Scion. So I already know what your favorite is, I'm pretty sure. Actually, okay, yeah. I can agree. Okay. Ready? This one's pretty easy. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Storm and Shield.
Yeah. I just liked the banter in this one.
Yeah.
The banter was good. I liked the action. I mean, if you are new to our channel, then go watch our reviews because we reviewed all these books.
Yeah.
If you haven't read them, there are spoilers, but read them and come back.
Read them and then watch.
Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, I liked the banter in this one. She was feisty. I really just enjoyed. I think she kind of made the book, in my opinion.
I really liked her power too. How she was like really fast, and like she's like, I don't know how she got there that fast, and I don't know. I enjoyed this one.
I cried in this one too.
I did too.
Yeah.
At the end. Yeah, same. It was really good. It was a good one.
Yeah, it really was.
Not to say that Siren and Siren wasn't. I think the tension was better in that one. There was also more spice. Yeah. Out of the 4 in the series so far, or the 3, I should say. Siren and Siren has the most spice in it for sure. Yeah. Most tension.
Yeah.
Which is really good. But this one felt more like almost it did what contemporary romances do. 60% in, there's a miscommunication or something happens, and then, they're upset at each other. And like, when that happened, I was like, I'm gonna put the book down. Okay, I'm gonna chill out for a second and come back to it when I want to.
Yeah. So. I think Storm and Shield was just kind of that more traditional style romantasy that we're used to, where there's like a lot of action. We love banter. It just had like all the elements of the things we loved, plus like the tension.
Yeah. It had everything we needed. Yeah. Okay. Moving into November.
Another 2 books of the same series.
Same series. We finished it out in November with Wind and Wildfire, which is actually
book 0. But so we read it 4th.
Yeah, which I think is what J.D. Evans recommends.
We also do.
We also recommend that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's just more, you learn more than reading Ice and Ivy next.
Yeah.
I think this one's a landslide, 1,000%. Not to say that one of the other one's not that good, but it's just so much better. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Oh my god. We talked so much trash on
we weren't
this
gonna read
book.
It.
We were like, we're gonna skip it. We're not gonna read this.
We were going to skip it.
Like, this book is like, it's all right.
And then J.D. Evans told us to read it.
Yeah.
And we were like,
yes, ma'am.
Apologizing afterwards.
Whatever you say.
I actually do think about this book. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I gave Ice and Ivy 5 stars. We haven't done our review on that one yet, but
it's coming.
Spoiled for those of you who have been keeping up with the series. Yeah. I gave it 5 stars. I loved it.
Yeah.
But I loved it, one, because I really enjoyed, it was like a grumpy sunshine, and I really enjoyed the girl in it. Mm-hmm. But I loved reading it after this one.
It set it up really well.
Really well.
Yeah, I found myself, I think I talked about this in my review too, but I found myself highlighting so much in Wind and Wildfire because I was like, oh, like there's so many Easter eggs on like, oh my god, we know this about this person now, and like this person's dad or whatever.
But also like it's just heartbreaking to know how it's, because we read the first book and how like what happens, what's like, going on.
Who's not there?
Yeah.
Who's not there? Yeah. Who is there in the Wind and Wildfire?
Yeah. And then knowing like how Omar's mind just,
oh my god.
Ugh. It's beautiful.
It was so beautiful.
Devastating.
Devastatingly beautiful.
Yeah.
It was great.
And then even like, we hate Kadir.
Yeah, we do.
We hate him.
But
even in the last book, I felt for him a little bit.
Yeah, with that one scene when he's sitting on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt for him there too, but not anymore.
No.
God,
fuck Kadir. Sorry, J.D. Evans.
Lord. Sorry.
Maybe he'll have a redeeming quality, but I have a feeling he won't.
No. His son, I only have faith for his son.
Oh.
Well.
I did. I still do.
I hope. I don't know.
Fingers crossed. You know what? That episode's dropping soon.
Yeah. Okay. December.
We read 3 books in December. Here they are.
Yeah. I think there's only 2 competitors.
I mean,
really? Well, yeah, really.
Really and truly, there are. I enjoyed Nocticadia.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Like, it was fun.
It's not competing with
again,
these 2.
It was smutty. It was smutty.
Yeah, it was.
And that is kind of like, sometimes you just want that. Yeah. So that's why it was good. But it didn't, it didn't hold.
It petered off at the end. I was like, what's happening?
Totally.
I was like, where did this person come from?
It had a very strong start.
Yeah.
It was like spooky. I was a little freaked out.
I was freaked out with like what's her name? Lilith? What's her name?
Lilia.
Sorry, we had a Lilith in one of them. Yeah, Lilia was she's messed up. She's gone through some
but
stuff.
The worms also just freaked me out so bad to start. Like I had a dream about worms. I was like, I can't do this before bed.
Yeah.
This is too spooky for me. But yeah, no, I don't think it holds a candle to Metal Slinger or the Songbird and the Heart of Stone.
Yeah. I agree there. Oh, what am I gonna pick? Okay, hold on. Let me look back. Okay. I think I have mine.
Oh, get ready. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. For as much as it frustrates me, that book, I'm just so frustrated at the ending. And like, I don't know. Like, it was, I think, overall really good. I think The Songbird and the Heart of Stone have some slow points.
Yeah.
Where, you know, they're traveling or whatever. But I think, not to say that The Songbird and the Heart of Stone, you shouldn't read it. It was still really, really good.
I enjoyed it. I really liked it. Going through like the levels of hell, I guess.
Yeah, and I really liked the main characters. Like, they both have been through some stuff. Mm-hmm. And it was just really, oh man, I don't know. I actually really liked it. It was really good.
It was just too slow for me. It took me a minute to finish it.
Really?
Like I started it and I was just like,
yeah, it took me a while to finish it too.
I would like put it down and like not come back to it. Like, and then I would be like, oh, I need to read this.
Yeah.
And come back to it. So like, I liked it. There, like you mentioned, it just got slow at some point.
Yeah. And like, but it picks up at the end again, as Carissa Broadbent does. If you've read the first book, that ends on a crazy cliffhanger, and this one does the same thing. Crazy cliffhanger, and the next book's not even out yet. So,
and that's like the crazy thing. So, I mean, eventually, depending on how book 2 of these go, it'll be interesting to see like if they ended up staying in our tops for the year.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah, we actually read 4 books in December.
Oh.
Leave Me Behind as well. That one doesn't compare. I mean, it's good, but it's better than Metal Slinger.
Bro, I gave it 5 stars, and I keep thinking about it. It fucked me up like Manacled.
Yeah.
It really like gave me Manacled vibes, and I was like devastated and heartbroken, and but also happy, but like also why did that have to be their life at the end? Like,
yeah,
I like I mentioned to you just before.
The title makes sense now, doesn't it? Doesn't it make sense now?
It's horrible.
Yeah, you guys should read Leave Me Behind.
By Taya Moranova.
The crazy thing though is like Leave Me Behind, there's a certain scene where it's like spicy where he has her blood on him. You know that scene. But then I was like, we read that, and then we read Nocticadia where the guide says the same thing, but it's like, oh no. But it's supposed to be like, ew, gross. I don't want to think about that. But really, I was like, well, Bradshaw did that, so Bradshaw could get away with it. Honestly. But this guy can't, kind of thing, you know. What's crazy? Our December was really gothic. We didn't read Christmas. We didn't read Holly Jolly.
I'm kind of into the gothic thing.
We read very gothic for December.
I don't know. Something about the end of the year, I really got into like a really like dark romance, like gothic.
Yeah, The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. Like they're literally traveling like in the underworld.
Yes, it's
very dark.
Yeah.
Nocticadia. Leave Me Behind.
Spooky
like
shit.
We read.
God,
very dark books.
I didn't even realize that we. Well, no, because Leaving Behind for me, I didn't finish until January. It was my first book of the year. So Metal Slinger is going to win.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you, I'm already telling you now, Leave Me Behind is winning January next year. 100%.
That's fair.
I read that book.
Yeah, it's really good.
If you liked Manacled, read that book.
Yeah.
Really and truly. It's got like the same undertone as Manacled. And I do keep thinking about it. I started a playlist. I'm making a playlist for it at the moment on my Spotify.
Oh, I kind of love that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've got our bracket for.
Okay, wait. We gotta talk about Metal Singer for a minute.
Okay, yeah. I
'Cause
mean, it's insane. We're gonna have a review out soon. But
I gave this book 5 stars. By the end of it, I was sitting there with my jaw on the floor. I immediately messaged Rachel Snyder on Instagram to be like, "Girl, what the hell?
What the hell did you just do?
What has happened here?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually really did love this book. Now, I think Lily has differing points of views.
Yeah, like, piece of me, like, as we sit here, piece of me wants the Songbird to be on this list instead of Middle Singer, but Middle Singer was really good.
Put it on there if you like it.
Well, we have to come to a consensus, and I agree, Middle Singer was good. Like, I'm not saying it was trash. I'm just saying I was very annoyed by the end. I was like, really? Because I thought there were some points, similar to Songbird, that it was slow. I was like, what's happening right now? Like, what are we doing? Where she's just sitting and reading. She's just like sitting and reading, or like it goes by very quick, but I don't know what's happening. And the end, and with the ending, I enjoyed the ending when we finally got a piece of like, oh, I think I know what's about to happen right now. I just wish we were along for the journey of what happened at the end, which will make sense once you read it.
Yeah, I think
I just felt like there was a lot of stuff that we didn't get to see.
But that's the point.
I know. I don't know. But it's like, it's from her POV. I was like, we should see these things. I was just
I think that's the whole point.
What book 2
she's an unreliable narrator. Yeah. By the end of it, you're just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Because I think that's what hooked me so bad. As I mentioned before, like, I typically can figure out a book pretty early on, like, oh, this is what's going to happen. Like, I just know.
No idea for this book.
No clue. I was
like, maybe like
I was gaslit.
Yeah, 100%. 2 or 3 chapters before the end, you're like, wait, is this gonna? You're like, wait, what? Because I think she says something like 2 or 3 chapters before the end, and then that's it. But then, but chapter 1 makes so much more sense now too.
Totally. Yes.
After reading the book.
But like, also pisses me off.
Yeah. It's good though.
Yeah.
But I mean, looking at this bracket, we're in for it.
I honestly love an unreliable narrator. Like, I hate a miscommunication trope.
Yeah.
I don't feel like this had that, but I could see how maybe people might think there's a bit of miscommunication there.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think the thing about Metal Singer is, what's his name? What's his name in it? Acker.
Mm-hmm.
There are things that he does that piss me off.
But again, it's because it's coming from her POV.
But the whole time is, I'm thinking, I'm pissed off at him.
Yes. We were both like, this guy's kind of a red flag. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. He had like red flag after red flag.
Yeah.
But then ultimately he ended up being right.
Yeah, he was the good guy.
The whole time.
Yeah. Read it.
Read it.
Read it if you want to be upset.
Honestly. I mean, I was upset just because I can't believe I missed it.
I don't think you should be sad or upset with yourself you missed it. I don't think anyone could predict that.
But I'm just still upset because I'm just like, how? Rachel, you did the damn thing.
You did the damn thing.
I was like, wait, what? Anyways,
yeah.
Good book. Read it.
Yeah, good book.
Where are we at?
Yeah, so let's just start at the top. So we've got
oh god.
Yeah. So we've got oh my god, what book is it? Book 2 of The Ashes, so book 2 of The Crowns of Nyaxia, The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent versus Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gilland. Okay. I think I know. Okay, wait, let me pull it up. Some of these are going to go fast and some of these are going to go slow. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's pretty. I think
one of the best books of the year.
Yeah,
agreed. For sure.
I also think we enjoyed book 2 of The Crowns of Nyaxia, but I do think it was slower because, what happens at the end, it's again very similar to like, it feels like the second book of a lot of series is like the female main character is upset with the male main character. And like that happened for a lot of it. And so I was like annoyed for a portion of it, but
I liked book 1 of that series much more than book 2.
Agreed. Because of the trials.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
I love the trials. Yeah. And then kind of getting used to them getting used to each other. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, what's next? Oh,
God. Okay, so we've got Spark of the Everflame versus Heat of the Everflame. Is our next one. I think I know. I think I have mine. So we're just putting two of our favorites in the series against each other. This shouldn't happen. Oh God. Do you have yours? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yep. Because it's just crazy.
Good girl.
Good girl. That's all we'll say.
Good girl.
All we'll say is sometimes you need
There's
help.
A reason.
Sometimes you need help taking your shoes off.
And you know what? There's a reason that Luther is Lily's favorite book boyfriend. Potentially, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Now we have Zodiac Academy Shadow Princess versus Part of Your World, Abby Jimenez. I think I know. Actually, so hilarious that Part of Your World ended up being the only contemporary romance on this list. So, hey, I'd like to see it go far, but will it? I don't know. I don't know if it will.
Shadow Princess.
Which, this is hard, because we're comparing a standalone
to a series.
One book of a series. Yeah. So there's no... Yeah. I think I have mine. I'm ready when you are. I wonder if we're going to differ. You got yours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's why.
Speak your case.
Zodiac Academy pisses me off.
Yeah.
And it ended, and I remember, I loved the whole book up until the very ending. The ending broke my heart.
Yeah.
And made me hate Tori so much on another level that I was just like, fuck this book. But Part of Your World, it ended, it was just...
It's a happy ending.
Yeah. And it comes to a conclusion. I wasn't stressed over it.
But again, I feel like that's the issue with comparing a standalone to a series.
That is the issue.
Because,
but when I think about, we also haven't finished the series, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah, that's true. Man, I'm kind of on that wavelength. I just really like the action and what happens in this. I do think Part of Your World, I will say it's one of those contemporary romance books where, like we were just saying, it gets predictable. It was not terrible. It wasn't terribly predictable.
No.
On what would happen.
It was...
Okay.
I enjoyed it. It doesn't need to go on there. I can be swayed into Shadow Princess. So do you want to make your case?
I think you just made the case really well for Part of Your World, and I was kind of torn. I'm cool. Okay. I'm kind of torn on a lot of these.
Okay.
So I'm okay with Part of Your World going forward. Because you're right. There's a reason we haven't finished it yet. But everyone says it's so good.
I know.
We just got to get through it.
But I mean, okay, do we have a happy ending at the end? I can predict that now.
Yeah, we don't.
Do I need to go through all of that stress?
We know where Darius is at.
Yeah. Do I need to go through all that stress? Do I need to deal with Lionel some more?
Yeah. But it's very similar to Actar, where it's just get through Court of Thorns and Roses, and then you'll get to Mist and Fury. And Mist and Fury is where it finally picks up, and it's good. But
it's different because I enjoyed A Court of Thorns and Roses.
I did too.
You don't
pretty good.
Yeah, you don't realize that you don't like it until it ends.
Yeah.
And you get into Mist and Fury, and you're like,
oh, this is what I was missing.
Yeah. Avatar's a good series.
Yeah, it is. It's a good series. Throne of Glass is better.
It never just made me go, fuck this book. Where Zodiac Academy, I feel like every single book is fuck this book.
Yeah. No, you're so right. You're so right. Oh my god. Oh, shoot skis. This next one, we have A Fate Inked in Blood and Fate and Furies, book 3 of the Legends of Thesmar. I think I know mine. Okay. Again, this is where we're having the issue of we're ranking between the first book of a series and a third book of a series in terms of what's been going on. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm glad we're on the same page.
I enjoyed this series.
I did too.
I think it was a little slower than some of the other series that we had, but I freaking loved Wilder so much. And
didn't matter.
We talk about Kip kind of a lot.
Yeah, we do. We compare him.
Yeah.
Compare to him. We're like, we want more side characters like Kip.
Yeah, kind of and I mean, I think that's another reason why I loved Quicksilver so much too, was for what's his name?
Carrion.
Yep.
He was like a Kip.
Yep.
Yeah, I liked him.
Yeah.
I want a series with him.
We love side characters.
Yeah. And remember, we were so like pissed off. I remember you texting like, God, Carrion's so annoying. Why is he here? Blah blah blah.
But then he like comes.
He's actually kind of fun.
But he wasn't at first.
No, he wasn't.
When he came back, you were just like, why is he here? But then he started to have like his moments, and you're like, yeah.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Fate Inked in Blood's really good. The beginning, again, it just pulled me in. I was like, we were like chapter 2 into some action.
It was also the first time we ever read like a Nordic fantasy.
Yeah. Hey, it made it best of the month, so
yeah, fair.
It's got to count for something. All right, we've got Quicksilver and Storm and Shield now. I think I know mine.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
3,
yeah, I feel like some of these are gonna be quick.
2, 1.
Okay, yeah, quite easy. Storm and Shield's good, but
again, it didn't compare to Quicksilver. Like,
no,
Storm and Shield is good. Whoop. It's one of my favorite books of Mages of the Wheel. But yeah, no.
Nope.
I'm sorry. Kingfisher, the Fisher King, love the man.
When Mind Speaking, when they didn't know they were, I was like, oh, this is what's happening now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, what was the book that we read recently that was
like that? With Mind Speaking? It's the one...
The bourbon. You remember? Like...
With the glass... Oh, that's Metal Slinger.
Okay.
Yeah. With the glass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was crazy.
Crazy.
That was a good scene.
Okay. Yep. All right.
This next one's going to be hard.
Is it Wind and Wildfire and
Metal Slinger? Wind and Wildfire versus Metal Slinger. Let me know when you're ready. Hold on, I'm not actually ready yet. Okay. I have mine.
And Metal Slinger is so hot. That Mind Speaking is so great.
I'm not going to say anything. No words.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Metal Slinger's good, but
this book is...
There's crack in it. It's so good.
But you have to read the other books first, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because if you need to read this first, it wouldn't be crack.
No, it wouldn't. I mean, I feel like it would still be good because of the romance in it, like the love tension, interest, the tension, and
the
like
banter,
how they like come together. Yeah, I think you could, but it would not be as good. No. Do not read it first.
I read it fourth.
Read it fourth.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Rain and Ruin's still really good too. I know you didn't like it as much, but I really enjoyed it. Okay, let me add
I think I enjoy it more now after reading Wind and Wildfire.
Yeah.
But I still would not have wanted to read this before.
No. Agreed.
Because this held so much more like weight, knowing what happened by reading Rain and Ruin.
Yeah.
Yeah, first.
Yeah. Agreed. Oh lordy. Okay.
Oh gosh, now where are we at? Oh no.
So now we have Two Twisted Crowns versus Heat of the Everflame. Oh man. Oh god. Okay. I think I know mine.
Wait, really?
This is hard. I really like. Oh man,
Twisted Crowns. They're both 5-star reads.
They're both all of these books. Yeah. Two Twisted Crowns and Heat of the Everflame were 5 stars. 100%. And again, we're messing with a completed series versus something that has a crazy cliffhanger. I think...
Okay, I think I have mine.
Okay, let me pull it up. Let me pull mine up. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Again?
Babe.
We come back to it all the time.
Yeah.
I literally went to Barnes & Noble the other day just to peruse, and Glow of the Everflame's there, the new one. I pulled it off and I read went to the last chapter to read the Luther POV.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I could take pictures and send this to you, but I was like, I feel like I'm already gonna get in trouble for just sitting here reading.
No, that's okay. Growing up, when my mom was a huge reader growing up, and so we would always go to Barnes and Noble on like a Sunday and get coffee, and we would sit in Barnes and Noble for like 4 or 5 hours just reading books.
Really?
We wouldn't buy them.
Just reading them there?
And we would just go back the next Sunday, finish the books that we had started. And it was like an every Sunday thing.
Because I know that used to be a thing.
Barnes and Noble went through a little decline. They used to be like really big and grandiose too. Now they're like in malls and stuff. But yeah, that used to, you can still do that. Yeah. It's just they don't really have the cozy spots so much like they used to.
But I was like cash register was right here, and I was like here. It feels a little weird, but
you just got to go find a spot.
I I read what I needed to. You know what I mean?
Fair, yeah, good.
The Luther POV is a Luther POV. So.
Again, he's your book boyfriend.
He's the book boyfriend. Okay, now we have Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez versus Fate and Furies by the Legend of Thesmar series. I think I have mine.
Okay.
Let me find it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Sorry, you made it far contemporary romance, but not far enough.
This is just our favorite genre.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with it. The trials in it, the action. Is this the one where she gets? Maybe it's the one before this. She gets her nickname like Shadow of Death, or whatever. Remember, she's like, because Wilder's like the hand of death, and she's the shadow
because he trained her.
Well, trained her, and like there was a scene where in the war, but she was like right behind him, making sure he was clear. For like what he needed to do. Yeah. It's a really cool book. It is a good book.
It is. It's very good.
Yeah. Okay. We now have Quicksilver versus Wind and Wildfire. Okay. Shit. This is going to be hard, but I think I have mine. Let's see here. I got mine. I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Man, this is getting crazy.
I loved Quicksilver.
Yeah, Quicksilver was good. But does it beat Wind and Wildfire?
But I gave Quicksilver 4 stars, and Wind and Wildfire I gave 5. Same. That's the only reason I chose it.
Same. I think that's when you're tied between two, it's like, okay, what did I rate which one higher?
But I also, again, this is like one of those ones where I still think about it. Like, yeah, for some reason, like the romance in this book just really like comes back to me.
Yeah.
And it is a little,
because it's hot. It's a hot book. It's a spicy book.
But it's not even like the spice really that does it. It's just like everything. Like, just, I think knowing their back, like knowing how it ends for them. Yeah. While you're reading it. Yeah. Is like so, I don't know.
Yeah. It's a good book.
It's so good.
And it takes you for a spin. Like you said, you start in a completely different world. You're not really sure where you're going to end up. And I think that happened for us specifically because I don't really think we read the summary. We just saw, book talk, Quicksilver. Yeah. And then we're like, okay. So we read it, and then we're like, I feel like I kind of like not reading the summaries.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to read them anymore.
Like Nocticadia, like we read that. I don't think I really read the summary because we were both expecting more like fantasy, and it wasn't really. It was more like
gothic romance.
Yeah, gothic romance.
I mean, it was fantasy because like what's happening in it is like not normal. Like
but no like magic, fae.
No,
nothing like that.
No vampires.
No vampires. It was more just like it was made up like illnesses and diseases and stuff.
Speaking of, if you have some vampire books that you recommend, pop them in the comments below.
We're having a good time with vampires right now.
We really, I think Lily and I have a blood kink. So,
well, not in real life. Let's make that clear. Not in real life.
Maybe. I mean, the Bradshaw scene, it leaves me behind. I was like,
no, like I feel like there's a lot of stuff in books where I'm like, that's hot, but I don't know if I could bring it back. I don't know if I could like do that stuff. So yeah, you never know. You never know though.
You never know.
Okay. So our other finalists to go. So Wind and Wildfire is our finalists for the championship, if you will.
Are we in the championship round?
Not yet. We have to make one more decision before we have our championship round.
Okay.
And that round is between Heat of the Everflame and Fate and Furies. Okay, pull one up. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. God, this is gonna be such a hard championship, dude.
Okay, what's the
dude? Okay, so our championship drive, champion drive or whatever. Last round, Heat of the Everflame versus Heat of the Everflame by Penn Cole versus Wind and Wildfire by J.D. Evans. Okay, so
fuck?
This is an interesting one. Oh my god.
Damn.
I actually think I have one. I have it in my mind. And I think I have mine in mind. Oh man, this is hard. This is really hard.
I'm like struggling because we read
Heat so long
the
ago.
Kindred's Curse saga like at the start of the year, and we just read Wind and Wildfire, so it's like fresh in my mind.
I was just thinking that. I know, like, I remember more of Wind and Wildfire than I do of everything that happens in Heat. But I think I have. I think I have mine. No, I'm struggling with that as well. Like,
I'm struggling.
We just have time.
do, 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 do. Okay, I think I have mine.
I'm so torn.
I think I have mine. I think we just have to do it.
Okay, we just have to do it. 3, 2, 1. Wow. I'm speechless. Wow.
Okay, here's my case.
Okay, yeah. I'm honestly, again, this is in that moment where if you said that, I'm like, yeah, I'm down. Put it in for number one.
Multiple times since we started, I think I've wanted to say that this is probably my favorite series of the year. Like, this series is great. Don't get me wrong. That book makes the series, though, in my opinion.
That is, God damn it! Why do you have such a good case?
Where this series, every single book,
banger. You're so right. Because if I think about it as a whole, my favorite series of the year, Spark of the Everflame.
Totally. But even just book by book, like Heat was so good.
Yeah.
Like the good girl scene. We have like the way it ends was just like kind of shocking.
The way, like, I think it's really interesting that, going to the different lands and what happens when DM steps in those lands and like just
how the magic changes.
Yeah, everything about it is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Again, this is a moment where I'm like, do I even argue? Like, we just do it because
don't get me wrong.
Wind and Wildfire, beautiful. I just thought it was so beautiful. And again, we're competing like more of a standalone almost.
It feels more like a standalone.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. Which is
every book feels
a standalone
essentially. Yeah.
With you're following different love interests the entire time. Versus Spark, you're following the same love interests through the entire series.
I mean, also, this is your main book boyfriend.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him I didn't pick him for. Omar's just he's amazing. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's any competition. I think you're right. I think I made a rash decision because you're right. It was the first thing in my head. I knew it more than I remember more of it than I do all the little scenes in Heat. So yeah, I think our number one read of the year was Heat of the Everflame
by Penn Cole. And if you haven't started this series,
do it.
Start it. And if you haven't started Mage's the Wheel,
do it.
It's a great series. It's an underrated series.
It's so underrated. I don't think a lot of people have really read it.
No, I don't think they've given
I think it's going to pop off soon.
I think it's a little slow for people. I think if it's a great series for if you don't really like a lot of smut.
Yeah.
This doesn't have a lot of smut in it.
No, it's more like honestly, Throne of Glass doesn't have a lot of smut either.
It's fantasy.
It's fantasy.
Fantasy, and
it's
then like the romance.
There's a lot of it's more like, again, it's without all the action. It's more like Game of Thrones, where it's just like the political intrigue and like figuring out, okay, well, what's going to happen here, and council meetings. A lot of council meetings. Yeah, you're going to be part of.
Yep.
But the way it's written, I think.
But every book is different, so not every book you're going to have a council
meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, book 2, there's like none.
It's like
because of the characters you follow. Yeah, it's really cool world. The last one's really, really cool. I really like the last one too.
Ice and Ivy.
Yeah,
Nestring.
Yeah. So great series. You got to read it. Wow.
Best of 2024.
Heat of the Everflame. Honestly, I'm not
surprised.
And what did you write down for your
Heat of the Everflame? Well, I actually wrote down Spark.
I did too. I think I wrote Spark down,
but I think it's more so like as a series. I knew that was going to be.
I wrote down that one too. So I don't know why I changed my mind last minute. I was like, oh man, but it was so good. I think I started to think about Heat as it by itself, as its own. But I really liked, these are both books of series that we've both finished. Overall series, Spark of the Everflame, in particular, Heat. Yeah. Even though the ending is horrendous.
I mean, it is, but it's not finished.
But here's the thing. Why is it Zodiac Academy endings are like very similar, where it's like, oh my god, well, how the hell are we going to get out of this? But I come out of Zodiac Academy way more frustrated. Like,
because anybody in their right mind, if I was Tori Vega right now and Darius, under the stars of fate, and they are saying that you are this person's mate, I would not be like, no, fuck you. I'd be like, yes, please.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, she's gone through it though.
I don't care. Darcy went through worse. They cut her hair.
Yeah, they did. Tori almost drowned. Remember
that? Yeah, well.
Darius like held her underwater, like a little ice trap.
Don't care. Morally gray black boyfriends.
True.
Honestly, love them. But also, I think the reason like Shadow Princess that it made me so mad is she had gotten over it. She had forgiven him multiple times. They had multiple moments of tension between them.
It just made the book, I think what happened is it made the next book so much more difficult to read, because so much shit happens because of that, because she said no to him.
I know,
that it was like, all right, well, now what?
The problem is the following book is she's like, oh, sorry, oopsie. Bitch, no.
And like wanting to take it and wanting to take it back almost. Yeah. I think she has a moment where she's like, if I could go back, I would. I don't know though. I can't remember.
I mean, because the thing is it makes their lives horrible.
Yeah.
They can't be around each other at all. But at the same time, think for a minute. Take 2 seconds.
We do get a very delicious scene.
Oh, I know.
Where, oh well, Caleb's like, oh well, let's trick fate. Yeah, I'll help you out.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was absolutely amazing. Yeah. And it only worked once, but that was beautiful.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I loved having that scene, but I'm just like, you can't just go oopsie after the fact.
Yeah.
Like, he was your mate based on the stars. The stars were like, yes.
Yeah. I can't remember if Darius like ever really apologized for what he did.
He didn't.
And that's the other thing. Okay, I'm gonna fight team. I'm just gonna do it really quick. In terms of like in the Lance POVs with Lance or Orion, and between Darius, or between Lance and Darius when they're talking, Darius to this day is like, Lance is trying like, hey, why don't you just rule alongside? And Darius is like, no, I'm not ruling alongside them. I am ruling.
But
which is kind of like
the problem is it's not him ruling. It's the 4 of them.
Yeah, but
why can't they just add 2 more?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, Darius is still, to this day, I think, no, it's the 4 of us ruling. We're not, Tori and Darcy are not ruling alongside the 4 of us. Which is kind of, I keep that in mind. That he wasn't like, oh, I'm sorry, baby, blah, 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 blah. begging on his knees and apologizing for everything he's ever done. He was just
but he does Under the Stars.
Under the Stars. A little late. It's like,
no, I'm sorry. That is your moment under the stars of fate. I'd be like,
but it's
you're sorry? Okay, fine. I love you. Bye.
I don't know, but it's like, why didn't you apologize sooner? Why did you wait for this moment? It's like he didn't do it. He's only sorry when he, the saying like, you're only sorry you got caught.
But I don't think
he never got caught. But it was like, this is the
oh no,
only
he
time
always got caught because he was the one just straight up doing it.
Not necessarily caught, but like, yeah, no, they knew he was doing it, but it was more, between Darius and just trying to figure it out. It was like,
I don't know. I still think that like, if you are put under, like if you're put under the stars and they're like, this is your mate, anyone's gonna be like,
no, I agree. Tori should have been like, all right, yeah, you got some making up to do though.
Yeah, because like their lives just are horrible after that.
No, it's terrible. Like, besides the one scene with Caleb, Darius, and Tori. But the rest of the book sucks.
The whole time you're just like, I think that's part of the thing that why I didn't want to finish it is you're just like, I'm sorry, girl. Like, you can't take it back. You can't fight fate.
Well, we know where we are and where we're left off. They're together now. Because Darius is probably going to fucking die. Remember? He went and he was like... Yeah. So, like, they're together now. Finally, they are. But at what cost? We don't know entirely yet.
We know the cost.
Well, he's going to die at some point.
Totally.
Probably. Yeah.
He's going to die.
Supposedly.
Because he, like, gave his soul.
Something
for
like
her
that.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Because then she got ensnared by his goddamn dad and was like slave to him. I was like, what is happening right now? I hated that.
Oh, the series just pissed me off.
It pissed, yeah, but it's still really good. Good plot twists. You're like, what the fuck is happening? But end of the day, it's like,
okay, yeah. I'm still not. I don't know. I'm mad.
No, I'm still.
But you're right.
Tori should have done it.
There are other books like Metal Slinger.
Yeah.
I'm 100% gonna read that next book because even though I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And a little pissed, not like at myself, but a little pissed that like she could fuck him over so hard. Mm-hmm. I'm still gonna read it. Yeah. Because it doesn't feel as like infuriating.
Oh, agreed. Yeah, agreed.
But like, and like the other thing is like everyone's like, oh, but it's a bully romance. Like you have to be like on that level with Zoe. Leave Me Behind is also a bully romance.
100%.
And
you could argue Quicksilver at the beginning is bully romance.
Totally.
As well.
Yeah.
He's a dick.
Yeah.
Which we learned why.
Wilder's also a dick.
But I think he's just a dick in general. But same with Kingfisher. He's just a dick in general as well. Yeah. But yeah, Wilder's just
a dick.
Yeah. What's the guy's name from The Witcher? He's just him.
Yeah.
Starts with a G?
Geralt.
Geralt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wilder is Geralt with brown hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, he has the Everflame though. Not surprised.
No, not at all.
Not surprised.
Also, if you like Zodiac Academy, should we finish it?
Yeah.
Because we're on book 6.
We're like almost done.
With
like Zodiac Academy, I think there's
11 books. We have 5 more.
Well, not necessarily Zodiac Academy, like 1 through 9. I think we have like 1 or 2 more, but there's like 1.5, 2.5. Yeah. There's like little novellas that are part of that 11, but I think there's only like 9 actually in the Zodiac Academy series. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there are the other ones. Let's see. We can just figure this out right now. Yeah, there's a 0.5, there's a 1.5, so there's actually...
Okay, so the last one is Restless Stars, number 9.
Yeah, there's 9, and we are reading 7 right now. So technically we have 2 that we need to read, and then there's 8.5, 8.6.
So we need to read Heartless Sky, which is 7.
Which we're like 60% through. And then we need to read Sorrow... Oh, great title.
Sorrow and Starlight.
Fantastic title.
And then Restless Stars.
Yeah.
I've heard, though, that we... Like...
I've heard as well. I think I know what you're about to say.
There's like a book that you have to read.
Ruthless Fae. Is that the series you need to read?
No, like, so we're on Cursed Fates right now, right?
Yeah.
And that's book 5?
No, we're on. We read Cursed Fates, I think. We are on.
Heartless Fated Throne.
No, we read that one.
We did?
Yeah. We are on. We are reading. We read Fated Throne. We're on number 7. We're on Heartless Sky.
Oh, okay. I've read that there's like maybe it's like 8.5 or maybe it's 7.5 or something like that that we should read too.
Yeah, there's quite a few that
like there's a novella in between one of the books towards the end that like they say you need to read.
Okay. Yeah, we can find it, but yeah.
And it's like a primarily Darius POV.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
Be down for that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
See what happens, yeah.
I mean, a Darius POV, an entire like novella.
Is a Darius POV.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Like I think the first time we had a Darius,
he's like literally fiending for her at this point.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
For sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for coming along the ride.
Yeah, sorry for our
tangents,
but yeah, no. I'm glad we ended up where we ended up.
Yeah, I am too. Not surprised either, no. Really. We really enjoyed it. Didn't we read these books? What was it, dude? March. And no surprise,
honestly.
Yeah. Really
there have been some good books along the way.
Yes, good reads along the way.
Yep.
Don't get us wrong.
It's just not.
Doesn't compare.
It's just not Pincole's Kindred Curse saga.
No, not at all.
And I'm so intrigued on how the next book's gonna go.
Yeah.
Girl, drop the book. Drop the book.
Yeah, I wonder at what stage she's at in writing it, or if it's like
Okay, let's talk really quickly about. I mean, I guess Pincole would be also like our favorite author of the year.
Probably. Yeah, compared to what we have. Again, it's like kind of between her and J.D. Evans, almost.
Okay, but I want to bring up Rachel Gillig.
Yes, we can't forget about Rachel Gillig. Honestly,
her writing is.
I feel like I would compare the championship would be Pincole and Rachel Gillig.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Her writing is like
beautiful. Enchanting.
That's the word.
Enchanting.
It's enchanting.
Yeah.
It's a really cool series.
I'm really excited for her next book.
The Night and the Moth?
Yes. So excited for that. Yep.
Where is it?
Yeah. Because Rachel Gillig's writing is
I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm excited for the next book.
Yeah. Honestly, okay, if we're doing that, I actually think Rachel Gillig would win.
I agree.
She'd be the author of the year.
Yeah.
Because the writing was just so beautiful.
Yeah. Pincole is up there. Like her writing is very good.
I like it.
But I feel like her writing can be compared to like some other people's where like Rachel Gillig, we read it this year and we were just like captivated. Like
we read that in January.
Yeah.
January, February.
And we have not thought about it.
Another author has not written a book similar to like the
where
storytelling
you're like
in that. Yes.
Yeah.
You're walking the path.
Yeah, you're literally Elspeth in the woods.
Yes.
Love it.
It was good.
All right. Well,
thanks for coming along.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe.
If you have any series that we should check out in 2025, drop those below.
Please do.
Because we are working on our TBR.
Yeah. We've got a lot already in there. So.
Yeah. And yeah, we've got some other episodes dropping soon.
Yeah. Some stuff cooking.
Yeah.
Bye. Next time. Bye.